during Inside Xbox, the broadcast. So the new bundles are for Anthem and The Division 2. Do both of you own an Xbox?
I do not. I don't have Xbox.
Do you have any interest in these bundles at all? Yeah, me neither. I'm
I hate to say it, Xbox players, and I'm sorry, I don't play games with the systems that are specifically consistent, don't get me wrong. And from what I've heard, the Xbox Live is really good. I've heard the fact it's better than the PS4. Me personally, I don't like Xbox, but the systems right.
Yeah, I agree with both these guys. I've been a fan of the PlayStation since PlayStation 1, and it's my preferred console. And I just love the exclusives that Sony provide.
Yeah.
And the system has gotten better with years.
Yeah, I agree.
The PlayStation 4... What was that?
I was gonna say, this may sound dumb to Xbox players, but
Yeah.
I don't like Xbox.
Okay.
It's not the console, it's not the games. For me, it's the controller.
Yeah.
I can't stand that controller. It's uncomfortable to me.
I agree. I agree.
I don't like it.
You know, guys, we just prefer the PlayStation ecosystem due to the exclusives. The controller, the PlayStation 4 controller, it is the best controller that I ever held in my hand. Yeah. So back to the topic, I think it's really great that they're releasing these two bundles. They seem like great choices for bundles. I mean, The Division 2, Anthem are two hugely anticipated games this year. And that's a great move by Xbox. I wonder if the PlayStation 4 Sony is going to have a Division 2 bundle and an Anthem bundle, which I'm doubting now.
Really? You got it? Why?
I don't recall that there was a time where both systems had similar bundles. Do you recall that?
No, I don't. You're right.
This might be a time exclusive. It doesn't really state in the article, but it could be like an exclusive for the Xbox. You know, like a bundle exclusive type of deal. It could be. I don't know, but that's all we have to say about that. It's great. Xbox owners get hype. You know.
Much hype.
Yeah, that sounds like a great deal. It's probably gonna be a great deal price-wise also, because they usually are when they're bundled up. So great job, Microsoft. It's great, two great choices.
You also have to be excited for Microsoft.
Oh, definitely they are.
A lot of studios to, actually make first-party exclusives for Xbox. So all you Xbox players out there, you're going to be happy with the next consoles that are coming.
Oh yeah, it's very exciting times. I can't wait to see what Xbox and Sony and Nintendo offer the next generation. Now for our topic number 8. 2K's unannounced game to be revealed in the upcoming months. It's said to be a sequel. What's that?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You give me your thoughts. What you were gonna say?
I was going to say, fingers crossed. I'm hoping it's Borderlands 3. Please be Borderlands 3.
Okay, that's what I was gonna get to. It says sequel to be a big beloved franchise will release sometime in 2020, and we will get news about it in the upcoming months. Now, the rumblings going around is that it could be Borderlands 3 or a new fucking Bioshock with Boop. Which, as you can hear from my voice and my swearing, I'm fucking hyped. I'm so fucking excited for Bioshock, man. I'm one of the biggest fans of Bioshock. Like, I love the environment, the design, the story, the weapons. I could go on and on. Like, I love Bioshock so much that it's one of my favorite franchises of all history. history all time. That's how much I love it. I just got so immersed in that world, like especially Bioshock 1, where your plane crashes and you land in this underground city. It is one of the best experiences I ever had in my life. And then Bioshock Infinite, where you go up this elevator into basically heaven and people live up there. Like, it's so fucking amazing. I don't know if any of you guys have played the previous Bioshocks or are familiar with them.
I did a little bit of the first one, but at the time I couldn't get into it. If I pick it up later on, though, I might actually get into it.
What is the reason that you couldn't get into it?
I don't remember, to be honest. But
Okay.
I don't know if it was the environment. I don't know if it was something. I just think I didn't have any interest at the time, but I really wanted to try it.
Yeah, because interests to change during time, you know.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but
Take me, for example, playing
yeah.
Dead Space. Yeah.
Yeah, Kip, I give it the highest recommendation I could give any game. Like, you are missing out if you do not play Bioshock and Bioshock Infinite. You can get the collection on the PlayStation 4 with all 3 games: Bioshock 1, Bioshock 2, the DLC for all the games, and Bioshock Infinite with the DLC.
Okay, I'll take that. Thank you.
It is such a fucking amazing experience, man. Like, Bioshock Infinite especially. Just the way the story ended in both of those games blew my mind, and it's one of my favorite endings. Both of those endings are 2 of my favorites of all the history. Like, I'm talking about from the 60s, if there were games, till now, like, of all time. They have such incredible fucking endings, incredible storytelling, incredible music, incredible graphics, incredible... The shooting ain't that good, but it's decent, and it's fun enough. But what gets me is the story, the graphics, the design of the world. I love collecting stuff and exploring, and these games have a lot of exploration, a lot of collectibles, and the weapons, man. You have a gun on one hand, on the other hand you have a special power, so you can combine them. So basically, let's say there's an enemy or a bunch of enemies near water. You shoot with your left hand the electricity, you electrocute them, and they die right there, you know? Or you can shoot fire at them, you start burning them up, and as they're burning, you can shoot the hell out of them. And there's like psychic powers also, where you could like push them against the wall, like throw them or lift them up in the air type of thing. Like, it's fucking amazing, man. Like, it has such creative special abilities. And the weapons are regular weapons, nothing special about them, but the powers and just everything else about the games, you know, especially the atmosphere and the storytelling is top notch, and I couldn't be more hyped for another Bioshock. I'm like the biggest Bioshock fan. I love it so much. Yeah, be really hyped to play that. Like, you'll have a great time. Start with Bioshock Infinite. If you didn't really enjoy Bioshock 1, try Bioshock Infinite. You know? That might change your mind, because the way I could describe Bioshock Infinite, right? Picture this. It's like Disneyland on crack, bro. And I mean that. Like, it really is like Disneyland. Because when you're up in the sky, every environment you go to, bro, it feels like Disneyland just went bad. Like, there's so many, I know, it's fucking hilarious. There's so many people that look like what you will see in Disneyland, like walking around with costumes and just the design, the colors, the carnival feel, the museum locations, and the shops where you go inside and find loot and stuff. Like, the world feels like a museum / Disneyland. Like, it's fucking incredible environments, man. Incredible. It really is, like, really, really amazing. Like, I can't say enough good things about that, and I highly recommend to every person that likes first-person shooters and great storytelling and exploring and collecting, just to pick up that whole collection. And As for Borderlands 3, I'm very excited for that. I hope it is. I hope it really is Borderlands 3, because that's a great game that all three of us could co-op in, and we'll have a blast.
I'm still to this day a huge fan of Borderlands.
Oh, me too. I didn't really. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I played the first game and the second game.
Yeah.
Plus all the DLCs. I went ham on those games.
Man, yeah, it's a great experience. I didn't really like Borderlands 1 as much due to the fact that the environments are too similar and it's so bland, the colors. You know, yeah, it's bland. I don't really care for that one, but Borderlands 2, colorful, more better locations, a lot of variety, more enemies.
Yeah. Plus the main villain is you want to hate.
Oh yeah, it's fucking awesome.
All at the same time.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember the first time I played Borderlands 2, when you come into the game and you have this guy speaking to you from another planet, or like basically the galaxy. It's just a great memory for me. Like, I'm walking around and all of a sudden, like, this picture pop up and it's him talking. And in my mind, you know, my my mind took me to a different place. Like, it almost felt like he was talking for me from another, like, space. I don't know how to explain it, but it made me feel like something I never felt in any game, where I feel like somebody was watching me as I was playing. It felt like he was watching you the whole time from up there in the galaxy. That's how it made me feel. Hey Jason,
I'm still here.
have you played any Borderlands games, bro?
They look real fun. Honestly, I haven't, but they look real fun. Like,
They are fun, Jason.
they are.
Oh, bro, you're missing out so badly, especially you that you love first person, especially you that you love first person shooters, bro. This is one of the best first person shooters next to Bioshock that I could highly recommend. There is so many weapons in that fucking game, and there's supposedly over 374,000 weapons.
And they're all customizable too. That's the crazy bit.
So you know, like in you know, like how in the Division 2 you have all these weapons you pick up, and in Call of Duty you get all these weapons. Well, think about every single first-person shooter with more better weapons, more creative weapons. The bullets shoot like fire rounds, electricity rounds, ice rounds.
Yeah, there's electricity, ice, acid, fire. I think that's it. Yeah, sometimes they combine too.
And they also have special abilities, like you can set down a turret and a shield and things like that. But Jason, basically this game, bro, it's an open, like really, really open world, first-person shooter with a comic book art style, where there's so much loot and so much exploration and so much variety in enemies and so many ways to take them down, and just a really fun world to explore. And the best part, it has so many weapons. Like, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of weapons, from snipers to automatics, submachine guns, machine guns, pistols, everything. And you that you love first-person shooters, this is a must for you. I have the whole collection. I don't know if Kip has it. You have the collection, bro?
I used to, but not
Okay. Yeah, but Jason, I highly recommend you check out that game, man. You will love it so much. And I do have the collection, so if you want to co-op with me, I'm down to co-op.
Okay.
If I ever get it,
And it is incredible. It's an incredible experience. Being in a foreign planet, killing all these alien-looking creatures and all these crazy Mad Max type of enemies that are crazy and run at you, explode on you.
the bandits.
Yeah, so to the listeners, me and Kip highly recommend that game. The collection is out on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, possibly. I'm not sure about that one, but it's definitely on the PlayStation 4.
And here's the best thing with Borderlands 2. If you want to play OG, it's available because it was on the PlayStation 3, where it first showed up for Sony and Microsoft. It was PS3 and Xbox. It's up to you, but I'm just letting you know. With the Handsome Jack collection, you don't get the first Borderlands, so if you want to play that, pretty much your only choices are PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
For the Borderlands?
For the first Borderlands, yeah. This Handsome Jack's collection only has Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 1.5. Or whatever that thing is called. The blue one.
Let me see. Borderlands Handsome Collection, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. Handsome Jack collection.
Yeah, but to your listeners that are on the fence about getting Borderlands, it is a must for first-person shooter fans and people that enjoy exploring and collecting a lot of loot and fighting crazy enemies and a wide variety of enemies. It feels like almost like a Mad Max / superhero game, right? It feels sort of like that. The next topic number, I believe that's topic number 9, right? Or is that 8? I believe that's 8, right? Yeah. The next one's 8. Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Topic number 8. Mortal Kombat. During the Combat Cast, more fighters were announced.
I know Cabal was one of them.
That's definitely one of them. Do you know what the other person is, guys? Deborah. For Mortal Kombat X.
Oh, Deborah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I call her Deborah, like a real girl name, Deborah.
Right.
Deborah.
Right.
Yeah, Deborah. Yeah, she was the other fighter announced.
Nice.
What are your thoughts, guys, on these two fighters?
Deborah was pretty twisted back in that. Like she had her twisted moments.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
See Cabal make a return. It's actually pretty interesting because Cabal was actually left out in X.
He's a cool character.
He is. If you can utilize him in a good way, he's definitely a very good character.
Have you guys seen the way these characters look? Okay, so Deborah. How you say it? Deborah. Okay, Deborah. She looks pretty similar to Mortal Kombat X, just more detailed, different costume, you know, but very similar. She hasn't changed much. Now for Cabal, he looks like a Mad Max character. That's what he reminds me of. He
Does look like a Mad Max character.
Right, bro? I'm like really interested in him because I'm wondering like, what is his backstory in this game? Since they're trying to make him all look different, like really, really different. Like, what the is he gonna be in this game? Is he just like a person from the apocalypse? Where did he come from? What's his story? Like, I'm really curious to know what role he plays in this game. Like, what the fuck is he doing there? You know? Because you know, Mortal Kombat 11, they're really going deep with the story. Like, it seems like they're really fleshing out the characters. If you've seen like the announcements of the characters, the stories they have and where they came from. Like the new character, I forgot her name, but she's like the goddess of time, I believe, that she can control time, and she's been controlling time since Mortal Kombat 1, and she was in the background. One of the new characters. Yeah. And then you have the other guy, Garruk, something Garruk, right? Right, Jason? He's like Garrick or something like that, the black dude. Not the black dude. He's the one that is basically the brawler. The one that controls time with sand, like Prince of Persia. Bald-headed. He's bald-headed.
We're not rated, not Jack.
Okay. I think it's Derek.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Jarek or something.
Yeah, something similar to that.
Right.
Yeah, so Cabal, I seen like a picture and he has the old costume back, which I love, but I don't really like his costume that they, you know, showed him for the first time in. He just looks like a Mad Max character, not that interesting looking, you know? But I'm pretty sure